My child, how are you these days? Not that, I'm fine, you tell everyone. Not the smile you wear outside. How is your heart when no one is watching? Have you been sleeping peacefully? Or are you pretending to rest while your mind keeps running? Have you been strong, or just silent? My child, I am Krishna, and today, I am not here to lecture you. I am here to check on you. Because, I see the effort you don't talk about. Not because the world told you to. Not because you failed again. But because, I want you to hear this clearly. I am speaking to you from your everyday life. From your messy room. From your unfinished to-do list. From the alarm you keep snoozing. From the job you pretend you like. From the dream you're scared to say out loud. You keep asking, can I really do it? And, I keep whispering, yes, you can. But you are waiting for a dramatic sign. Something loud, something supernatural. What if your sign is much simpler? What if it is the fact that you woke up again today? Look at your life. You are not fighting armies. You are fighting overthinking at 2 a.m. You are not holding a bow and arrow. You are holding your phone, scrolling, comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel. You are not standing in armor. You are standing in self-doubt. And yet, you are still here. That is strength. You think strength only shows when someone applauds you. But real strength is invisible. It is the mother who wakes up tired and still prepares breakfast with love. It is the student who failed once and quietly studies again. It is the person who was heartbroken but still believes in love. That is courage, and you have it. You say, Krishna, I don't feel strong. Of course you don't. Growth rarely feels powerful while it's happening. When you go to the gym, your muscles shake. When you learn something new, your mind feels slow. When you heal, your heart feels heavy. But that shaking, that discomfort, that heaviness, that is expansion. You are expanding beyond the version of yourself that once thought, this is my limit. Let me tell you something you forget. You survived things you once thought would destroy you. Remember that rejection. You cried for days, but you didn't stop living. Remember that exam you were sure you'd fail. You were terrified, but you showed up. Remember the day someone underestimated you. You felt small, but you kept going. Every time you thought, I can't, you still did. You think, you need more confidence before starting. No, confidence comes after you start. Look at a child learning to walk. They fall, they wobble, they look confused, but they do not sit there thinking, maybe walking just isn't for me. They try again. Why did you lose that innocence? Now when you try something new, you say, what if I embarrass myself? What if I fail? What will people think? My child, people are too busy worrying about themselves. And even if they judge you, their opinion cannot cancel your destiny. You want to start that business, but you keep saying, I don't have enough money. You want to post your content, but you say, what if no one watches? You want to apply for that opportunity, but you whisper, I'm not qualified. Who told you that you must be perfect before beginning? Perfection is an illusion that keeps you stuck. Progress is real. Instead of asking, can I build the whole mountain? Ask, can I take one step today? One email, one page studied, one workout, one prayer, one attempt. Success is not a giant leap. It is small, boring, consistent steps. And yes, sometimes it feels unfair. You see others moving ahead quickly. You compare your behind the scenes to their polished results. But you do not see the discipline. You do not see their lonely nights. You do not see their silent sacrifices. Stop measuring your life with someone else's timeline. A mango ripens in its own season. A lotus blooms when the sun touches it. Would you shout at a flower for blooming slowly? Then why are you shouting at yourself? You say, Krishna, I feel stuck. Are you really stuck? Or are you afraid to move? Being stuck feels safer than trying and failing. But safety will never make you proud of yourself. You were not born just to survive weekends. You were not born just to complain about Mondays. There is something inside you that wants more. Not more money alone. Not more status alone. More meaning. You want to feel alive. You want to feel that your effort matters. It does, even when no one claps. Even when no one notices. When you wake up early instead of sleeping in. That matters. When you choose discipline over distraction. That matters. When you control your anger instead of reacting. That matters. These small victories are shaping your character. And character is more powerful than talent. Talent without discipline fades, but discipline creates unstoppable momentum. You say, what if I fail again? Then fail better, fail smarter, fail forward. Failure is not a label. It is feedback. When a recipe doesn't work, do you quit cooking forever? No, right. You adjust. When a route is blocked, do you stop traveling? No, right. You find another way. So why? When one attempt doesn't work, do you decide, maybe I'm not meant for this? You are not defined by one outcome. You are defined by your persistence. Listen carefully. You do not need to feel fearless. You only need to act despite fear. Courage is not the absence of doubt. It is movement in the presence of doubt. You want motivation every day, but motivation is like weather. It changes. Discipline is like the sun. Even when hidden by clouds, it is still there. Build habits, not hype. Pray, then work. Believe, then act. Trust, then move. Do not wait for me to carry you. Walk with me. When you say, Krishna, give me strength, I give you opportunities to become strong. When you say, give me success, I give you challenges that grow your capacity. When you say, make me confident, I give you situations where you must speak up. Nothing in your life is random. Even delays have purpose. Maybe the delay is teaching you patience. Maybe the rejection is redirecting you. Maybe the silence is building resilience. You are being prepared for something bigger than you can see. But preparation is rarely glamorous. It looks like waking up when you don't want to. It looks like saving money when others are spending. It looks like studying while others are partying. It looks like practicing when no one is watching. This is the part where most people quit. So my beloved, you don't. You are closer than you think. One day, someone will look at your life and say, you're so lucky. They will not see the discipline. They will not see the doubt you fought silently. They will not see the nights you cried and still chose to continue. But I see it, and I am proud of you. You do not hear that enough. You measure yourself only by results. But I measure you by effort. Did you try? Did you learn? Did you grow? Then you are winning. My child, stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Stop dimming your light because someone else feels insecure. If you have a gift, use it. If you have a voice, speak. If you have a dream, pursue it. Not arrogantly, but confidently. Confidence is not shouting, I am better. Confidence is calmly saying, I am capable. And you are capable. Capable of changing your habits. Capable of learning new skills. Capable of healing from pain. Capable of building something meaningful. But you must decide. Decide that quitting is no longer an option. Decide that excuses are finished. Decide that growth matters more than comfort. You do not need to become someone else. You need to become the fullest version of yourself. And that version is waiting. Waiting for you to believe. Waiting for you to act. Waiting for you to stop saying, maybe someday. Someday is built from today. So today, do one brave thing. Send that message. Start that project. Apologize if needed. Forgive yourself. Take that first step. Even if your voice shakes. Even if your hands tremble. Even if your heart races. Move anyway, because every time you move despite fear, you prove to yourself, yes, I can. And the more you prove it, the more natural it becomes. One day, you will not need this reminder. One day, you will wake up and act with quiet certainty. But until then, hear me clearly. You are not behind. You are not incapable. You are not forgotten. You are becoming. So lift your head. Breathe deeply. Trust your effort. Trust your journey. Trust me. And whenever doubt whispers again, close your eyes and remember my voice saying, my child, yes, you can. Do it.